G'day everyone, my name is Jonah and welcome back to Liverpool Verdict. This has been the best transfer window I have ever seen. If you know of a better transfer window, then please do let me know in the comments below, because our rivals are running shit scared, and I don't blame the fear. I would be shit scared too if I saw Gakpo, Isak, Salah, Wirtz coming at us. And this transfer window, boy, there has been a lot that has happened in the last 24 hours of the window. Alexander Isak is officially a Liverpool player. But will Hugo Ekitike be benched? Marc Guehi deal collapsed. This was terrible to see, but how does this impact Liverpool's season? And Harvey Elliot has gone to Aston Villa. Is this a good move for the player? There's a lot to unpack here. We will dive into everything that has happened, but before we get into the video, check out this free giveaway. I'm giving away 2 Liverpool FC trading cards for free, a Diogo Jota and a Virgil van Dijk card. All you have to do is comment "You'll never walk alone" on any video up until the 15th of October, and you'll be in the running to win the cards. The more you comment on my videos, the better chance you have to win. The details are in the description, and good luck. We will start off with Alexander Isak. It was said at the beginning that this was a complex deal. It was said at the beginning that this deal was very unlikely going to happen, but Liverpool put all of the eggs in the one basket to get this deal done, and if it failed, Liverpool would have attacking depth issues this season. And within the last 24 hours of the transfer window, this deal finally got over the line, and who should take the credit? Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards. These guys have pulled off a bloody miracle. These guys have brokered a deal that has put fear into the competition. Liverpool have just signed one of the best strikers in world football, and now everyone's thinking that the league is done. Now, I don't think it is, but it definitely helps the cause, because Liverpool now with 2 strikers, 2 top quality strikers, are going to be fighting in all competitions and pushing to get as many trophies as they can this season. Now, over the next 1 to 2 games, will Arne Slot start Hugo Ekitike, or will Arne Slot start Alexander Isak? Because I think Alexander Isak will be eased into this side, because Isak has not been training with Newcastle, so I'd imagine that he needs time to get match fitness. I imagine that Arne Slot won't rush him in, because Hugo Ekitike has been fantastic since joining the club. He's firing in goals. But at some stage in the season, Isak will slot straight into the starting position. And I can see Arne Slot using Hugo Ekitike as a super sub, as an impact sub to change a game. Using him more as a player to help maintain possession. Using him more as a player to hold the ball and slow the game down. I can see Arne Slot rotating between Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak throughout the season. It is a long season, and rotation of the striker is definitely needed. The Marc Guehi deal has collapsed. Crystal Palace have refused to sell their captain as they struggled to find a replacement. Igor Julio was meant to be the replacement, but he opted to sign with West Ham. So what does this mean for Liverpool? Well, it just means that the club will save £35 million and get the player for free next season. It just means that when Konate leaves Liverpool for free, Guehi will come in for free as well. Liverpool now have depth in the centre-back position. There is Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate, Joe Gomez, and Giovanni Leone, and that Leone signing was crucial. We can sit back and relax knowing that we have 4 natural centre-backs in the squad. And this is enough to be fighting in all competitions this season. And look, I'm not concerned too much that the Guehi deal collapsed. Liverpool would do just fine without him this season, and it is disappointing that we didn't get Guehi over the line. But Liverpool, the squad, is well prepared for this season. I was more concerned about the Isak deal than the Guehi deal. But now that we have a depth in the defense, depth in the midfield, and in the attack, this transfer window has been a major success. Harvey Elliot has gone out on loan to Aston Villa with an obligation to buy for £35 million. And look, I really like Harvey Elliot. I do believe he is a real talent. A player with so much quality to unlock defenses, to create goals, to score goals. But the reality is that Arne Slot just doesn't think he's good enough to make the starting 11. Players like Curtis Jones, Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Maka, Gravenberch are all ahead of the pecking order, ahead of Harvey Elliot. And the reality is that Harvey Elliot wants and needs more game time in the Premier League, which is fair play. There is a World Cup around the corner, and if he stays at Liverpool, he will struggle to make that England squad. I would have liked Harvey Elliot to stay. I think he adds a lot of value to the squad, especially when he comes off the bench. He adds great depth, but I understand the circumstances, and it's probably a better move for his career to move on. And some fans may disagree, but there is a silver lining to this deal. The deal has a buyback clause, which is fantastic for Liverpool. There's also a sell-on clause as well, which is great business by Liverpool. So overall, the deal is a win-win for everyone that's involved. I would have liked to see a higher fee than 35 million. I do believe Harvey Elliot is worth more, but the buyback clause is the best part of the deal for Liverpool because there is a serious chance that Liverpool could activate that buyback clause in the future. So that's a wrap today. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, drop in your comments below, and thank you for watching, and we'll catch up on the next one.